Hey, what's up? If you can tell, I'm a little darker today. I'm back from nice vacation in Hawaii. It was awesome. But the thing that happens every time I go on vacation is I start thinking about all of the work I have to do. It's really hard. And so one of the things, I wanted to share with you today is the difference between the work and strategy. They're super related, of course, but the strategy pieces, the strategy pieces have to guide the work, right? It's as simple as that. If the strategy pieces aren't guiding the work, you may do what I sometimes do because I'm a workaholic, which is just start doing a bunch of work that is unrelated. So last week I talked about on the podcast, if you're not following the podcast, go look it up. It's on everything: iTunes, Android, Google, all that stuff. But it's called Usable Marketing. But last week I shared how I think about the strategic levers, right? So we're talking about the marketing canvas. You've got your strategic levers here on the left side when you're thinking of what you do back office. And the strategic levers, I love for them to be guided by the funnel. What is actually happening inside of the funnel? Do you need more acquisition? Do you need more people top of funnel just to be aware of you? Are you actually getting traffic to your site and you just need more conversion? Or do you need to kind of get further down? You need to work on retention, right? Or maybe adding more products. But when you think about the funnel, that's going to guide your strategy. After you do the strategy, then you need to think about, well, what are my tactics? And what is the work that I really have to do? And I think that there's three nice categories. You may have heard them before, but to think about in terms of your tactics. And that's the people, the processes, and the technology, right? Because you may have the tactics aligned with building more awareness, right? Building more awareness could be things that from social to pay-per-click to SEO to building content to engaging your email list more actively, et cetera, et cetera. But all of those things actually require an operational model behind them. So when you get down here to your work streams, I'm showing you, you go from your strategic levers down to your work streams. One good construct to think, to make sure you're handling everything is, what are the people, what are the processes, and what are the technology that I'm gonna need in order to get the work done? Now, here's the reality of how things happen. It's really easy to list out all of the things that need to be done, right? Really easy to list out all of the things that need to be done. What's harder for a lot of people is then laddering them to or connecting them to the people that have to do it, the processes that they should be using, and the technology that they might need to have to enable it. So here's the thing. You can't do it all. I can't do it all, right? Nobody can, right? So what you need to try to figure out is what operational model, what team do I need in order to be able to do each of these things? And let me tell you something right now. You are not the best person at all of it, right? There's going to be people that can actually do much better social for you at a fairly low cost than you could do spending a lot of time, right? You might save yourself a few dollars in time, but I guarantee you it's going to cost you more in reality if you're not just great at social. Maybe you are great at social, but you're really not good at generating long-form content. Well, then you need someone to come and help you generate long-form content, right? So who are the people that you need to do everything? I had a huge revelation. I went from, some of you know, I went from working at NBC with a huge team to building my own business, starting out with a team of one. It's growing since then, thank God. But my big revelation that I continue, since I'm a doer, I keep having to tell myself is think about the who, not the how, right? So who do you need to actually do all of the stuff for you? And do yourself a favor. If you have resources, if you're a small business, or even if you're a large business, if you've got the resources, just spend on the who. You will save money in the long run. So who do you need? Next thing is processes, right? So that's the people, the processes. Now, I'm kind of a process freak. I do workflows for stuff. I like things ordered out, and I am going to encourage you to embrace your inner process geek, because if you can spell out the processes to do things, they will happen more efficiently, more consistently, and more predictably, right? So what processes do you need to put in place? Is it a process where on Monday morning, this is a process I'm trying to actually put in place. You know, on Monday morning, I'm sketching out all of the content that I need to make for the week, right? I know that is something I have to do, right? If I don't do it, I get behind. So what do you need in terms of your processes and your technology? Make sure you have the right tools to get the work done, right? So we use a bunch of tools here at my company that we help clients with, you know, whether it's email tools, whether it's landing page tools, you know, calendar tools. We use Monday Project Board when we manage our projects for our clients. And we've got a whole bunch of other things. Tools can save a lot of MacGyvering, right? And MacGyvering, the not great thing about MacGyvering is that if you MacGyver stuff too much, one little thing changes in your process and the whole process goes to hell, right? So you don't want that. So when you're thinking about tactics, right, the work that you need to do, number one, before anything else, is first line them up to what your actual strategic goals are. What are your strategic levers that you need to be guiding your work? And then number two, think of your tactics in terms of buckets of people, process, and technology. You can list out all of the tactics all day long, but you're going to want to make sure that you know who's going to do each of them, what processes are they following, or what processes string a bunch of people together, and what technology do you need to enable that. If you can cover all of those things down in your kind of tactical, your little tactical section, I keep putting this in front of your tactical section of your marketing canvas, you're going to be much more organized about the work that you need to do. And don't put too much on there, you know, just put what you really need. So that's it for today, and I will be back tomorrow. I'm actually going to talk about tomorrow. That's why I have this thing written down, actually. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about routines, right? The importance of routines and why you need to have them. So listen, I've been talking about the marketing canvas. It is a framework that will revolutionize the way you think about marketing strategy. Get rid of your old-fashioned freaking marketing templates. They're no good. They're not going to give you the answers. Use the marketing canvas, and you can go download it for free, a whole guide on how to use it at freemarketingcanvas.com. All right, see you tomorrow.